Hello everyone, Zach here, and it's Friday doing your questions answered video. I've had three main questions in this week, and I want to let you know something at the end of the video as well. As you can see, I'm in the scenario editor, as two of the questions actually relate to custom scenario editing and stuff along those lines. Okay, so on to the questions. Question number one. Question number one was, how do you make it so that when you set a trigger up to create a unit every 2 or 3 seconds, how do you get the unit to move once it's been created so that you can continually create units? If that's not very well worded, then basically in that custom scenario video that I made, how did I get the units to keep being created? And it's quite simple to do. It only requires 2 triggers. Okay, so the first trigger has to be when timer equals, say, 2. So every 2 seconds we want to create an object. Player 1, create object there, and we'll create a crossbowman because that's the first one I selected. That trigger also needs to be looping. So that means that every 2 seconds an object will be created in this position. Now I'm going to put a flag down there or something so I know exactly where it is. I think it was there. Yep, that's right. Okay, so the second trigger you need is new condition. When there's an object in area, player 1, set area there, 1 object. Okay, so that means that when any object of player 1 is in this area, then we need to task object. Okay, so task object means give an object a task to do. Player 1, it's always got to be set to the player who you want it to actually have the effect on. So if I set it to player 2, then it wouldn't actually move the unit that's there because player 1 owns the unit. Okay, you have to set the location to where you want the unit to move to, such as there, and you set the area to where they're being created. Now this sometimes doesn't properly work. You have to do it a few times for it to actually work. There we go. Okay, and that also has to be looping. Okay, so now I will quickly pause the video and run the scenario. Okay, so as you can see, we have all of these units moving out, and that will continue until you tell it to stop. So right now we haven't got a trigger to stop it from doing that, and that is how you basically do that. Fairly simple to do, and it only requires 2 triggers. Obviously you need to add a few more triggers to stop them from being created forever and ever and ever, otherwise you'll go over 200 population and you will crash the game. Okay, so back to the editor. Okay, so the second question was, how do you get Seagates? How do you get Seagates? You go to terrain, map copy, place the Seagate. Oh yes, there we go, we have Seagates, guys. And how did I do that? Okay, basically you have to download the custom scenario that you can get from AOK Heaven, and I will provide a link to that in the description. You basically download that scenario, put the scenario in your Age of Empires 2 scenarios folder, and then you do this. Okay, you go to map copy, and you click copy selected map area, and you have to then select the area you want to copy, such as this. Okay, so you click copy select mapped area, and then you can place it anywhere. Okay, so it's quite hard to explain it fully, but you have to go and get this scenario. You can open the scenario in the Age of Empires 2 game. You then copy the map area that you want, click copy here, and then you create a new scenario or edit a current scenario, and you can place Seagates down like this. And you can actually, if I copied, for instance, if I copied this, for instance, and went to a different scenario, created a new scenario, sorry, I could actually copy or place down whatever I've copied from a different scenario. So it kind of carries what you're copying through as many scenarios that you create, which is basically how you get these in your game. So hopefully that's been explained well enough, I will provide a link to the download of the scenario in the description, and if you have any more questions and you need any more help with that, then send me an inbox message on YouTube and I will help you out. Okay, and finally, the final question, the third question, was will I, Illuminite, and Mr. Danish do a game, a free-for-all game together? And as of yet, I don't know, I haven't asked them, and I might just ask them because I think it would be nice and fun to do that. So thank you for that suggestion and question, and I will get on to it. I will see what they want to do. So far I haven't actually spoke to Mr. Danish. I have spoke to Illuminite though, and we've had a little bit of a chat, and it's all good. Okay, and one final thing, I just want to make a little announcement before tomorrow's video, which is the Let's Build a Custom Scenario video, and it's good news because I've got a load of really good music to use in the scenario, and hopefully it's going to add an awesome atmosphere to the game. And yes, I'm really excited to do that now because the music's just absolutely brilliant. I'm sure you will find out tomorrow, so make sure you check out that video. Hope you've enjoyed this video and it's been useful to you if you want to do some new trigger stuff and get Seagates. Of course, as I said earlier, if you have any trouble with the Seagates at all, let me know and I will help you out. Okay, so that's the end of today's video. I've been Zach, aka ZeroEmpires, and I'll see you next time.